Apologies, as the connection issue stopped our stream, but we are back, and we are better than ever. It is 50-38, Prattsburgh in the lead by 12, 3:34 to go here in the third quarter.
Prattsburgh foul number 13, Mason Putnam, his second, team's third. One shot for Houston. Lucas Maggio, number 4, and Lucas Garza, number 12, return for York. Way-Coh. Fouls on Riley Snella, number 33. His third personal.
All right, so here we go. That layup from Josh Davis is good. That makes it 52-43. Prattsburgh, 105 to go, third quarter. Here at the Way-Coh Basketball Showcase. DeVoe for 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Cunningham, over to Garza, back to Davis, up the court to Maggio. Good ball movement there from York. Oh, and a nice block there from Hively. Pushes it up to Putnam. Putnam back to Hively, but he's short. Rebound goes to York's James Kennedy. Pushes it ahead to Garza. Garza looking to lay it in, and he does. 52-45, Prattsburgh lead. Under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. What was once a 13-point lead is now down to 7. In the corner to Hively, who drives, kicks it out to Putnam, who's left open. And that is too easy. You cannot leave him open in the corner. He'll take advantage of that every single time. As the three from Maggio is short. And at the end of the third quarter, 55-45, Prattsburg in the lead. Once again, we apologize that you missed the beginning of the third quarter. We had a little bit of a connection issue at the beginning of the game. But it seems as since we've been back up, it's been okay. So we look forward to bringing you the conclusion of this one, followed by Cal Mumm versus Marcus Whitman. All a part of a big day here at the Way-Coh Basketball Showcase. Prattsburg versus York is followed by, like I said, Cal Mumm versus Marcus Whitman. Then Avoca versus Elba. Then the Hornell girls will take on the Elba girls. Then the Hornell boys will take on the Way-Coh boys. So, an exciting day if you're a high school basketball fan. As the Daily News and the Livingston County News bringing you today's action. So 10-point lead for Prattsburg to begin the fourth quarter. It's once a 13-point lead. Big run for Prattsburg in that first half has really been the difference, as a 7-0 York lead started things off, but Prattsburg came storming back and now have led by double digits for quite some time. But that's a travel on James Crowder, and ball goes to the Knights. Josh Davis bringing it up the floor. Works it ahead to David Kuzo, kicks it to the corner. Riley Stella looking to drive the lane, and nice pass. James Kennedy just short, but it's rebounded by Davis, who puts it in. And York within 8, 7:30 to go. York in need of a couple stops here. Have to cut it to 5 before that 6-minute mark. But that is not going to help, as Mason Putnam, nothing but the bottom of the net on the 3 ball. And it's now 58-47 Vikings. 7:15 on the clock. Seems every time York tries to make a run, Mason Putnam is there to answer. Kennedy looking to drive the baseline. Putnam there with the help side, and it goes off his leg and out of bounds. Josh Davis underneath. Kicks it out to David Kuzo. Big response from the Knights, as a Kuzo 3 answers the Putnam 3. And now with just under 7 minutes to go, 6:50 on the clock, 58-50. Prattsburg, oh, a nice pass there to Johnson. Beautiful play there from Hively to Johnson. It's back to a 10-point Vikings lead. Kuzo was looking to shoot again, but thought better of it, and it goes off the hand of Mason Putnam, and York head coach Ed Orman will call for a timeout.
Full timeout.
Well, we have a timeout here. We've got a lively crowd here on hand for the Way-Coh Showcase. 5 games all ready to go. 6:35 to play, 60-50. Prattsburg out in front. We've been struggling with a choppy video feed throughout the day, but it seems our audio is okay, so you can hear my lovely voice. Kuzo gets the inbound. Back over to LaGeorge, and that's a three for LaGeorge. 7-point Prattsburg lead now. We'll see if the Knights can finally sustain, a run here. As time is ticking under 6:15, and that's off of Prattsburg. Ball goes back to the Knights. So a good response out of that timeout. Kennedy up top to Davis. Davis swings it to Kuzo. Davis for three. Here come the Knights. 60-56 Prattsburg. 5:48 to play. The three ball is working wonders for the Knights here. And they're starting to become a little bit more active on defense as well. Creating a couple of turnovers here, which have led to three balls on the other end. But there it is, the open Putnam three. Too easy. 63-56, lead is back to 7. Kuzo swings it to LaGeorge, who fires, but he just grazed that front rim, but good defense there from Riley Stella, but even better defense from Mason Putnam, who plants his feet and takes the charge, but head coach Ed Orman not happy with that call.
Offensive foul charge number 33, Riley Stella. That's his fourth personal.
That's 4 on Riley Stella, so got to be careful with 5 minutes to play here. 63-56 Prattsburg lead. Crowder comes up just short, but active rebounding from Putnam. And he puts it up and in as we have a player down, and he is in pain. As you may be able to hear. We really hope the best. It appears Chris Johnson. We hope for the best for that young man. As I'm going to disconnect the audio here, and we'll be back. All right, a quick update here. Chris Johnson of Prattsburg down in pain underneath the right basket. I had disconnected the audio because he was yelling in pain, and rightfully so. It looked like a gruesome injury. So we hope for the best for Chris Johnson as both teams have headed back to the locker room. There's 4:58 to go here between Prattsburg and York, 65-56. Prattsburg lead. But as I said, Chris Johnson down in pain. And we hope for the best for that young man. We'll be back. thanks to the handiwork of all the way from Dansville. So and the good news is we're getting ready to go. About 2 minutes until the quite shot. Just over 4 minutes to go. 5 on the clock right now for this warm-up. So I'm not sure. To 56 Prattsburgh, somewhere around. This is the first game of 5 here at Way-Coh High School. We may have for the just gonna have to bear with what we, it's about a minute to go here, and we'll get all right, here we go. 4:58 left on the clock. 65-56 Prattsburgh. For the last time, we apologize for the broadcast issues. We'll look to get them resolved moving forward throughout. So here's York to inbound, trying to come back from this 9-point deficit. Kuzo swings it over. Now Davis has it. Davis and Kuzo are the two top guards for this York team, but that one goes off the hands of Kuzo and out of bounds. A bad turnover for the Knights. Could have something to do with the extended delay that was caused by the Chris Johnson injury. Little butterfingers there from Kuzo. Inside to James Crowder. Ill-advised dribble there off the foot of Riley Stella, and now York looks to push. Stella for 3. This one tipped out, and it rolls out of bounds. That's Kennedy tipping it out of bounds, and Prattsburgh regains possession, 65-56 still, with 4:16 remaining in the game. Crowder, good look inside. Clements unable to come up with the little baby hook there. Kuzo looks to split 2 defenders. Looked like he double dribbled, but no call. Corner 3 from LaGeorge is no good. And Prattsburgh will corral the rebound. 65-56, 3:40 to go. Prattsburgh in the lead. Crowder to Clements, and this time he converts. Caleb Clements with a nice little layup there, and now Kennedy responds with a layup of his own, and the basket's good and the foul. On Clements. Kennedy will have one more from the stripe, but that one goes off front rim. A nice rebound from Kuzo, and a nice feed to Riley Stella. So a 4-point possession there from the Knights, and it's now a 7-point game, 67-60, 3:12 to go. Timeout York.
30 seconds.
So here we go, Prattsburg trying to hold on to this 7-point lead with 3:05 to go. Putnam guarded closely by Stella. Looks like the Vikings trying to chew some clock here. So it goes into the corner for Crowder inside and back out to the corner. Off the front rim from Anderson, and that one was almost tipped up and good, but York able to get the rebound. It's LaGeorge on the rebound. Davis back to LaGeorge into the corner for Kuzo, who's stopped by Anderson. And good ball movement there from the Knights as the 3-ball from Davis rattles off the rim, and it looks like we have a foul. And that'll be it for Riley Stella. 2:22 to go in the game. Riley Stella is fouled out for York with 2:20. Ty Cunningham checks in for the fouled out Stella. So here's Putnam bringing it up the right side now. Stripped by Kennedy. Good hustle there from Davis. And we have a jump ball. Possession will go to Vikings lead with 2:08 to go as York will look to cut it to a 2-possession game. Kennedy for a deep 3. That one's off the rim and out. And Putnam is fouled.
Fouls on number 3, Josh Davis. That's his
York head coach Ed Orman not happy with that foul call.
Prattsburg calls timeout.
As Prattsburg calls for a timeout, there's 1:56 to go. It's a 7-point Knights lead. I'm sorry, Knights not happy with a few of these calls.
Don't forget, coming up at the end of the game, we will be presenting our MVP. St. George Forsyth's Funeral Home on West Maple Street here in Way. Here today at Way-Coh.
151. 67-60. Crowder in the corner. Good feed in there to Anderson, and he lays it up and good. 9-point Viking lead. Maggio with a nice drop step, but and a travel. The pace there, head by 9 points.
Number 32.
Nonetheless, 9-point Vikings lead as York has possession. Davis almost turned it over. Now goes all the way around to Kennedy, who shoots up a 3, and that one's good. It's now a 6-point Prattsburg lead. Under a minute to go. York may have to foul on the next possession, but it looks like they're going for the steal here, and they get it. Tim LaGeorge with the steal, pushing it ahead to Kuzo. Kuzo stops, shoots, and it's good! David Kuzo cuts the Prattsburg lead to 3 with 34.2 seconds to play. So just like that, 2 3-balls from the Knights, and it's now only a 3-point Prattsburg lead. Go on these runs throughout this game. They've been unable to sustain it long enough to take a lead, but perhaps they saved their best for last here. All right, 34 seconds to play. 3-point Prattsburg lead. As York will ramp up the pressure here defensively. Kuzo picking up at about 3/4 court. Krautnum in the backcourt. 22 seconds to play. And a foul called there on Davis. That is the Knights' 6th foul. Need one more to draw the bonus foul shots. Ooh, and Kuzo almost got the steal there. This foul there is called on LaGeorge. And Putnam will head to the line for a 1-and-1. 18.3 seconds on the clock. Vikings ahead by 3.
James Kennedy, number 13, returns for the Knights. Mason Puckett, number 13, with a 1-and-1.
Putnam makes the front end. Does not miss. Point lead now for the Vikings. That one rattles out, and Kennedy able to grab the rebound. Under 15 seconds now. Kuzo back to Kennedy. Swings it over. It's LaGeorge, and it's good! Tim LaGeorge cuts it to 1, 6.9 to play.
Full time out.
This Knights team never says die. From the 3-point line, and boy, it's coming just at has cut this Prattsburg lead down to 1 point. But time is the Knights' enemy as there's 6.9 to play. They will have to foul right away. That will put the Vikings at the line for a 1-and-1 if the Knights are able to foul. And in that case, the lead could only be increased to 3. So still a 1-possession lead. So big play coming. And the Knights have to make sure they deny and then foul immediately. .9 on the clock. 1 point Prattsburg lead. The foul is called on Davis, and Anderson will head to the line. Got to consider that a win if you're the Knights, as you imagine the Vikings were trying to get it into Putnam, but good job doubling him and not letting it go in to the best free throw shooter on this Prattsburg team. So Anderson at the line, 1 point Prattsburg lead. .1 on the clock. Pressure free throws coming up. Makes the front end. Anderson is senior, so you have to believe he's been in this position before. A 2 point Prattsburg lead now. 2-1. A 3 from Kuzo. And it goes off the back iron, and Prattsburg holds on to win 71-69. A great game by both teams.